There was always a concern when they said we're going to recruit a South Australian. They said this South Australian's going to be one of the best kicks in the competition. He's one of the best kicks you'll ever see. And you say, well, that brings him up to an acceptable level now, but how good is he? How good a player? And they said, no, he's going to be a very good player.
He was someone who had come in, a raw country kid, loved his footy, and he'll leave a raw country kid that loves his footy.
He was a man then. He was an 18-year-old, but he was a man, receding hairline, big quaddies, hair on his shoulders.
I think the remarkable thing about Shannon is he hasn't changed. He came to us, he was mature, he was professional, he was responsible. You know, you could tell right away that he had the hallmarks to become a great player and a great leader at the football club.
I think first of all, was a bloke, just a well-raised man, country boy, eats hard work for breakfast, he's humble.
Wise, calm, collected, can get a little bit angry, but brings it back pretty quickly, and just a great man to have in the back line.
Big Bunga, he's a trooper. He sets the standard. He's the bloke that's always doing the most touch. He's always leading the pack.
As a person, as a footballer, I feel like he's clocked the system on how to do it and how to have a successful, consistent, long career.
He was a huge part of my journey at West Coast. He got drafted the year after I did, so it felt like the ups and downs and all that sort of stuff we went through together.
You'd be hard to find a person who's had a big impact on our footy club. What you see is what you get. He's loyal, he's honest, and he prepares as good as anyone.
He came over here to get the best out of himself and be part of a winning team. And he was driven by that from the very early days.
As a player, his consistency and his ruthlessness was something that I've always thought stood out for him. He just led by his actions, and I can't remember many bad games Bunga ever played. So to have someone like that running out next to you, you don't have to think about what you're going to get. You knew he was going to perform, you knew he was going to beat his man, you knew he was going to hit targets.
He's someone who's always stayed true to himself, and that's one thing I loved about Bunga. His determination to one, be the best he can be, but then also to strive to help others.
Oh, he's been a massive influence on me as a footballer, but also probably more importantly a person as well. He's a guy that will go down as one of our greats, not only in terms of a player, but as a leader, probably more so.
What you want in a time of crisis is a cool head leading the way and a simple way forward, and he was always one to offer just a simple solution, dumb things down in the heat of the moment, which just allows you to take a breath and go out and try and play your best footy, and he was able to have that effect on everyone around him.
Oh, he's just such a stable figure. He doesn't change at all. You know what you're going to get. He leads the way. Yeah, he's just great for young kids coming in, and he's just a great role model.
To be able to give you the harder edge that you need sometimes, but then also wrap your arm around you, that's Bunga to a T. And then relates it somehow to something that you're interested in. I don't know how he does it. He's got a weird knack for doing it, but he just does, and just seems to get to know you as a person on a deeper level than what most do.
In terms of the culture and the effect that he's going to have on this footy club, it'll be lasting. It's pretty hard to match, really. Like, he's the game's record holder. He's a premiership captain.
He really, has been able to get the most out of himself and reach his full potential, and not too many players can say that.
At the end of this year, when he walks away from it all, he will have the respect from literally everyone he ever played with, and I don't think there's many players that can do that.
He's just been a constant, and it feels like a lot of West Coast supporters, I reckon, would feel the same. He's just been there forever, and he's been consistent, he's been elite, and yeah, he's just been one of the greatest to walk through the door.
The special thing about Bung is his intellect. He's a student of the game. The way he applies himself each day to what he wants is just admirable. And it's the reason why he's such a quality footballer and such a quality man.
When you finish your own career and you look back on the players you played with, there's not too many you will brag about later in life, but he'll be one I'll be pretty happy to be able to tell people I played alongside.
This game and this club means so much to him, and he deserves everything that comes at him. He's a champion.
Here he is, now he can kick a long ball. This will be good. From 60 metres, Shannon This is Hurn. He might give it 85 metres. It's on. It's